All right, guys, we're back a little bit later in the day. About an hour-ish or so, I went home and grabbed some lunch, and I grabbed another tripod that had an umbrella on it for lighting, but you can use it for shade. And this is the spot that we're going to be using now. The famous disc golf. So as you guys can see over there, the basket is like right there. So you stand on this pad and you throw the disc over there. However, oh, there's some ducks over there. I'll go check them out in a sec. However, this is a very good platform for dancing, especially shuffling and T-stepping very wide variations back and forth and traveling. So also, yeah, there's a bit of some background noise here at the waterfall, so I'm going to talk kind of loud, but we're going to measure this out. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, about 12 feet, 12, let's say 12 and a half, 13 if you go over here. So the other, this was, so you can see the full view of it. Over here it's a little bit shorter, but this is like almost the perfect length. This is almost the size pretty much of my dance floor at home. But when I came to the park, I first realized when I found this spot, it was just nice for traveling back and forth. However, I will say, remember how I told you guys it's grippy? Because, you know, you need grip if you're gonna do a long throw, like for the disc golf. So this, see how my foot doesn't move as much as over on the park, on the nice smooth concrete? So over here, I mean, I can still do spins, glides, and slides pretty decent over here because I've been doing it for so long. I'm gonna go over here and talk, get out of the waterfall. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little, I wouldn't say it's not gonna be that difficult. In the beginning it was, because I wasn't used to that terrain. It's like wearing cleats, you know? But the shoes that I have on, these Nike Air Max 95s, they're really good for shuffling. Had them recommended to me by a buddy here in Arizona. But yeah, it's still really nice out at the park. It's breezy. It's pretty warm. I actually got burnt earlier. I don't know if you can tell. But oh well, my fault. But I'm gonna turn it around here. So here's the spot. Now, nice thing are these trees over here and all this water. So we get to have like all this shade right here. So I'm not even gonna have to use my my umbrella to shade my equipment because there's plenty right here. But you know, you always want to bring those if it's really hot out. You know, if it's not that hot out, remember, you don't have to bring them. But yeah, this is the setup right next to this tree here. And if you can see over there, maybe we'll go down there later, but that's where the other spot is, over there, the other disc golf pad. So I kind of really want to go check out those ducks. Maybe we will. All right, had to say hi to the ducks. What's up, duckies? I'll check that one out. He's got like feathers sticking up. They're waiting for food. People will be feeding them and they're not really supposed to. Well, I mean, you can, just gotta feed them the right stuff. But anyways, yeah, very nice day out, as you can see. It's monsoon season here, it's called, in Arizona. So that's when we get a lot of like dust storms, and that comes with a lot of rain. As you can see, the clouds over there in the distance are starting to, they always build up in the afternoon. All the storms roll in at the end of the day, and we usually get some rain. It's been this way for almost a week now. It's July 27th, Wednesday. But yeah, I'm a little bit more south from the city in Maricopa, but yeah. So anyways, just giving you guys the layout of the land here. I'm gonna get my camera set up there, my nice camera, and then we're gonna get started. And I'm just gonna show you the, same song as earlier, gonna shuffle again on this disc golf pad here, just to show you like what it can look like traveling left and right within this 13-foot parameter, and showing you how cool it can look on film. And you know, you don't have to have a disc golf pad, you don't have to have a tennis court, okay? Just find somewhere and mark it. If you have to measure it out with your feet, you know, if you have to, like 1, 2, 3, you know, if you have to do that, do it. You know, you'll figure it out as you go. But this is just what I've found out, what works for me, and I'm passing it on to you guys because I've been doing this for a while now, and my videos look pretty sick. You know, when I'm dancing on this, it looks like, I've had so many comment like, it looks like this pad, you know, this spot is made for shuffling. Like, look at this background, it's perfect, you know. And then when we go down there later, you'll see it looks cool down there too. But I'm really enjoying it up here because the shade is just such a relief. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get set up, and yeah, we'll get started, so stay tuned. All right guys, we're back. So I've got the camera set up here. Now, a couple quick things. When you're on a hill, you can see that it's not level, so you have to adjust the legs to a certain height, obviously with the tripod. So that's the point of a tripod, okay? But if you look here on the screen, I'm gonna try my best. You know, you can see that it's perfectly level, okay? Just pretend this camera right now is the camera on the tripod, and you can see it looks like, again, we're using the same rule, the 4/3 rule or whatever in film, and I have it like right there, okay? So that when I come up and, you know, when I start shuffling here in a minute, it's gonna be perfect. Now, yeah, I have it moved back a little bit because this lens, you know, you can zoom. Remember how I said you can zoom in with it? See it zooming in? So I have it zoomed out pretty much perfectly where I want, but I'm gonna zoom it in just before the concrete. I'm gonna give it, because sometimes, you know, my foot may slip, as I demonstrated earlier with the red line on the tennis court. So I'm gonna leave, you know, maybe like half a foot of green grass, just to show people that like I am on like a surface. So, you know, I'm leaving like this much exposed all the way across on my dimensions, okay? As you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell on the bottom there, right? Don't worry, I'll do a different version of this at home where it's not super bright out and I can see better on the screen. Or I could just go like this too. See, the nice thing is you can turn the screen up and down. You can fold it in. Whoops, move my camera now. You can fold it in and reverse it, and then you can shut it like that. But I like to have it open so I can watch where I'm at sometimes, and it's just easy. So if you do buy one of these nice cameras, get one with a rotating flip LCD screen. Okay, it's very nice. We're where we want to be. I'm gonna turn that techno song on again. I'm gonna set the GoPro up probably over here. Maybe over here, or I might set it up over here. Probably over here to kind of get away from that waterfall sound, or that waterfall noise. Yeah, I'll do it over here. And I'll have some shade. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I have the ISO at 1600 still, aperture at 22, and shutter frame at 400. And as you can see, both ISO and aperture just help with getting the correct amount of light in, so you get all the natural colors, like the blue in the sky and the white in the cloud, you know, the orange on these flowers, or this like weed. Okay, you get all in, you know, like look at my bracelet, okay, my wristband, my skin, like those, that's the correct coloring that you want. Otherwise, sometimes you have to go back and do what's called color correcting, which I like to avoid doing that, and I don't like to put a filter on things unless I'm going for maybe like a nighttime shot and it makes it look cool. But just to let you guys know, because I know some of you are interested in like what setting do you use, or what, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. Different if it's a different time of day, if I have shade, you know. Luckily the settings are the same right now as earlier. So yeah, we're going to get started here. I'm just going to shuffle back and forth and show you my kind of wide T-step variation that I do. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, there you can see I was traveling back and forth using the space given, and it makes it look, kind of adds to the illusion of the shuffle and the, you know, using all that space. You know, it looks really cool to me anyways. Just want to show you how that's done. So yeah, stay tuned for the next part.